The biggest mistake I see with court ordered DNA testing has nothing to do with the test. It's waiting. So people sit on a court order into the week of the hearing, then call around in a panic. And now a process that should have been calm is a fire drill. If a judge, a caseworker, or a lawyer has told you a DNA test is happening, then I want you to stay with me for the next 3, 4 minutes because I'm going to walk you through the whole thing from start to finish so nothing surprises you on the day that's already heavy enough, right? This is for you if you're establishing paternity for child support or custody, or if you're fixing or adding a name on a birth certificate, or a lawyer has said the words prove it. Around here at SurePath in Nashville, these calls are most of what we do. So nothing you're about to hear is unusual. You're not the first and you will not be the last. So step one is just a conversation. When you reach out, we ask you a few things. Who needs to be swabbed? Is a court agency involved? And when is your deadline? We're not being nosy. Those answers help us determine what kind of test you may need and where we did to send those so they're accepted the first time. Then we set up a time and a calm, neutral meeting spot that works for everybody. And if the grown-ups involved are not getting along, we can swap each person separately. It happens all the time, completely fine. So step two, the appointment, and it gets gentler than it's pictured. So about 15, 20 minutes, we check ID, driver's license, or state ID for adults, and for a child, usually a birth certificate plus a parent or legal guardian giving the okay. We take the photos, the paperwork that requires, then we swap. The swab happens itself. So you get that soft cotton tissue inside of your cheek for just a few seconds, no needles anywhere. Kids do just fine. Every swab gets sealed and labeled right in front of you, and you sign and I sign. You see every single step. Nothing happens behind your back. So, step three is the part that makes it legal. From the second your sample is sealed, every hand that touches it signs for it. Me, the carrier, the lab. The sign trail is called chain of custody, which is just courtroom language for we can prove nobody messed with it. If anybody in that courtroom ever asks, how do we know the sample is clean? The answer is a stack of signatures and seals. That is what no drugstore kit can ever give you. So, step four, your results. Once the lab has the sample, testing usually takes just a couple of business days, maybe 3, 4, 5. You get an official notarized report, the kind the court accepts. And if your lawyer or caseworker needs a copy sent straight to them, we can handle that too with your permission. And let me say one thing straight, Auntie, right? Whatever the paperwork says, it's the beginning of your next step, not at the end of your story. My job is making sure that the answer is one that nobody can argue with. So you can stand on solid ground. You already know mistake one, waiting too long. Mistake two, showing up with no valid ID or an expired one. If your ID situation is complicated, call me before the appointment and we'll sort it out, whatever works. Mistake three, testing the wrong group of people. Some cases need the mother swab too. Some do not. And testing the wrong combination means doing it all over again. That is exactly what the step one phone call prevents. 3 weeks before your hearing is comfortable. 3 days is a prayer. If a court date has put a DNA test on your plate, do not sit on it. The link is in the description. We cover Nashville, Hendersonville, Gallatin, Mount Juliet, Lebanon, all in between of Middle Tennessee, and we'll set up a neutral meeting spot near you. So go ahead and subscribe, and next week I will have another plain answer waiting for you.